हेलो एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम टू judycentral.com ऑनलाइन क्लासेस फॉर लॉ एग्जाम्स। तो आज मैं आपके साथ डील करूंगी द मॉडल क्वेश्चन पेपर ऑन साइबर लॉ। तो आज हम साइबर लॉ के बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे। अगर मैं साइबर लॉ की बात करूं तो इट्स अ मैंडेटरी सब्जेक्ट एंड द क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड फ्रॉम दिस सब्जेक्ट इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल एलएलएम एग्जामिनेशन। चाहे मैं DOLLM की बात करूं जिसमें 4 to 6 क्वेश्चन साइबर लॉ से रहते हैं, चाहे मैं जामिया की बात करूं वहां पे भी ऐसे ही सेम क्वेश्चंस, ऐसे ही सेम नंबर के क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं, और चाहे मैं अदर एलएलएम एग्जाम की बात करूं जैसे BHA LLM की बात करूं, तो ये एक तरीके का एक मैंडेटरी सब्जेक्ट बन गया है जिससे क्वेश्चन आना ही आना होता है। और स्टूडेंट बहुत ज़्यादा कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि वो साइबर लॉ के किन किन क्वेश्चंस को रेफर करें, क्योंकि हमारे पास और मतलब कि एनफ रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल नहीं होती है। सो आई डिस्कस विथ यू दी ऑल द इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस विच आर एक्सपेक्टेड फॉर दिस ईयर LLM एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन। ये क्वेश्चंस बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, इन्हें स्किप बिल्कुल भी मत कीजिएगा। कोई दिक्कत आती है यू फील फ्री to write in the comment section below, or also I would also suggest you to go through this video again and again if you have any doubts। और वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले सबसे पहले तो हम ये प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में बता दें जुडी सेंट्रल की तरफ से। सो वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स ऑफ ALAT PG DU LLM एंड जामिया LLM एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन एंड यू विल गेट ऑल दिस मटेरियल एट जस्ट 500 रुपीज ईच। तो आप इनमें से कोई भी परचेज कीजिए, आपको 500 रुपये ही लगेंगे। और ये क्वेश्चन पेपर्स बहुत ही मतलब कि आई वुड से दैट 99% एरर फ्री। द आंसर्स टू दिस क्वेश्चंस आर 99.9% error free, and also if you have any query relating to the purchase or sales you can contact me in the given WhatsApp number। आप मुझे इस नंबर पे WhatsApp कर सकते हैं। आप ट्राई कीजिए कि आप मुझे मैसेज करें, WhatsApp ना करें। तो चलिए आज शुरू करते हैं ये सेशन। और हाँ, जिन जिन लोगों ने मुझे रिक्वेस्ट किया था कि मैं उनको मॉक टेस्ट प्रोवाइड करूँ फॉर ALAT PG एग्जाम, आई विल श्योरली प्रोवाइड यू। आई विल टेल यू व्हेन आई लॉन्च द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट फॉर ALAT PG। और ये जो जिस तरीके का हम बना रहे हैं ALAT PG का जो मॉक टेस्ट, इसमें मैं आपको बता दूं सारे रेलिवेंट और से द मेजर सब्जेक्ट्स, ऑल द मेजर सब्जेक्ट्स रिलेटिंग टू दिस एग्जाम विल बी कवरिंग इन दैट मॉक टेस्ट। तो मैं आपको बताऊंगी उस प्रोडक्ट के साथ आपको क्या क्या और मिल सकता है। लेकिन फिलहाल के लिए हम क्लासेस शुरू करते हैं। मेक श्योर टू सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल ताकि अगर मैं इसके ऊपर कोई वीडियो बनाती हूँ तो सबसे पहले आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए। सो लेट अस स्टार्ट। नाउ विल डील विथ मॉडल क्वेश्चंस ऑन इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी एक्ट एंड दिस इज चैप्टर 1। So the questions will be from chapter 1 which is preliminary, and the sections are 1 to 2. The Information Technology Act 2000 came into force on this question number 1. The correct option is option number B, 17th of October 2000. 2. The Information Technology Act 2000 extend to option number A, whole of India. 3. The Information Technology Act 2000 applies to offences committed, this is option number C, in India and outside India by any person. Question number 4, according to section 2F, what is used to verify the digital signature? This is option number B, public key. 5, which of the following related with digital signature? This is option number D, all of the above. Private key, public key, authentication of electronic record. 6, Sonu is not sure how exactly a digital signature system works. Help her to understand the process by choosing the most appropriate statement. So the correct statement is option number D, a digital signature is verified by using hash function and public key. 7, subscriber means a person in whose name dash certificate is issued. This is option number D, electronic signature. Question number 8, electronic signature includes, this is option number B, digital signature. Question number 9, match the following. So let us match. Section 2 clause 1 clause B defines addressee. Section 2 clause 1 W defines intermediary. Section 2 clause 1 ZA defines originator, and section 2 clause 1 ZZ defines subscriber. 10, cyber security according to the IT Act 2000 means, so it means protecting information equipment devices, computer resource, communication device and information stored therein from unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification or destruction. Question number 11, Mona is confused about asymmetric encryption. Clarify her doubts by choosing the most appropriate statement. This is option number B, a message encrypted with a private key can only be decrypted with a public key. Question number 12. What do we understand by key pair under the Information Technology Act? This is option number C. It is a private key and it is mathematically related public key. Question number 13. A private key and its mathematically related public key which are so related that the public key can verify a digital signature created by the private key in an asymmetric crypto system means. So this two means key pair. Question number 14. Digital signature authenticates electronic record by use of option number B asymmetric crypto system. So आपको अब तक तो ये लग चुका होगा that most of the questions have been repeated in your elementary examinations. So आपसे ये सजेस्ट किया जाता है आप लोगों को कि आप इस वीडियो को बार बार देखें और इन सब क्वेश्चंस को मतलब कि कोशिश कीजिए कि ये आपके दिमाग में रहे. Then question number 15. A person who sends, generates, stores or transmits any electronic message or causes any electronic message to be sent, generated, stored or transmitted to any other person is called option number B originator. Chapter 2. Digital signature and electronic signature. This is section 3:16. According to section 3 of the IT Act, a subscriber may authenticate an electronic record by affixing option number B digital signature. Question number 17. By which one of the following acts does Information Technology Act allow any subscriber to authenticate an electronic record? This is option number A. By affixing his digital signature or by reliable electronic signature or electronic authentication techniques. Question number 18. According to section 3 of the IT Act, the authentication of the electronic record shall be affected by use of, this is option number C. It shall be affected by the use of asymmetric crypto system and hash function. Question number 19. According to section 3 clause 4 of the IT Act, what is the unique feature of the private key and public key? Option number A. They are unique to the subscriber. Question number 20. Under section 3A of IT Act, a subscriber may authenticate any electronic record which is option number D both, which is considered reliable and specified in the second schedule of the Act. Then we'll deal with chapter 3 which deals with electronic governance and the relevant sections are from section 4 to 10A. 21. So I'm dealing with the questions relating to Information Technology Act 2000. 21. Which provision of the Act talks about the legal recognition of the electronic records? This is option number A, section 4. 22. Section 4 talks about legal recognition of what kind of information? This is option number B, information made available in an electronic form. Question number 23. According to section 4 of the IT Act, requirement of a document being in writing shall be deemed to be satisfied if the information is option number A, if the information is rendered or made available in an electronic form and accessible so as to be usable for a subsequent reference. 24. Which section of the IT Act gives parity to electronic signature with signature in writing? This is option number D, section 5. 25. This section of the IT Act provides that the rules, bylaws, etc. may be published electronic in electronic gazette. This is option number B, section 8. 26. Which section of the IT Act provides validity of the contracts made through electronic means? This is option number C, section 10A. Chapter 4 attribution. Chapter 4 deals with attribution, acknowledgement and dispatch of electronic records, sections 11 to 13. 27. According to section 11, an electronic record shall be attributed to originator, option number A, if it was sent by originator himself. 28. According to section 13, the dispatch of an electronic record occurs when? So it occurs when option number C, it enters the computer's resource outside the control of the originator. 29. An electronic record is deemed to be dispatched at the place. So it is deemed to be dispatched at the place where the originator has a place of business. 30. Under the Information Technology Act, when is an electronic record attributed to the originator? So the correct option is option number D, all of the above, 1, 2, 3. When it is sent by the originator himself, when the information system programmed by originator sends electronic record automatically. 3. When the electronic record is sent by a person who had authority to act on behalf of the originator. Then we'll deal with chapter 5 which deals with secure electronic records and secure electronic signature, sections 14 to 16. 31. Secure electronic signature as described in section 15 means. So it means option number D, when the signature creation data is under the exclusive control of signatory. 32. Which among the following is authorized under the Information Technology Act 2000 to prescribe the security procedures and practices for the purpose of sections 14 and 15 of the Act? This is option number A, central government. Then we'll deal with chapter 6, regulation of certifying authorities. Relevant sections are section 17 to 34. Which section of IT Act deals with the appointment of controller of certifying authorities? This is option number section 1734. Controller of certifying authorities under the IT Act is appointed by option number B, central government. 35. According to section 18 of the IT Act, the functions of controller include all of the above: exercising supervision over the activities of the certifying authorities, and B, certifying public keys of the certifying authorities, C, laying down the standards to be maintained by the certifying authorities. 36. Which authority recognizes foreign certifying authorities? Is option number A, the controller. 37. Select the most appropriate statement about a recognized foreign certifying authority in India. So this is option number C. A foreign certifying authority is a certifying authority previously approved by the central government before being recognized by the controller and is required to be notified in the official gazette. 38. Which authority under the IT Act grants license to issue electronic signature certificate? This is option number C, the controller. 39. According to section 21 of the IT Act, a license granted to certifying authority is option number C, both A and B, not transferable and not heritable. 40. The maximum fees which may be levied for granting license under section 22 is option number C, 25,000 rupees. 41. The renewal fees under section 23 of the IT Act for renewal of license is option number C, only 5,000. 42. What are the grounds of suspension and revocation of license under section 25 of the IT Act? This is option number D. It has contravened any provisions of this Act, rule, regulation or order made thereunder. 43. What is the maximum time period under section 25 of the IT Act for which the controller may suspend license without giving reasonable opportunity to the certifying authority? This is option number D, 10 days. So he has to give a notice period of 10 days. 44. According to section 28, who has the power to make investigation of any contravention under the IT Act? This is option number C, controller. 45. The application for the renewal of the license of certifying authority shall be made days in advance before the date of the expiry of the period of validity of license. This is option number B, 45 days. Then 46. What is the prescribed punishment to be imposed on certifying authority if it fails to surrender the license as directed by section 31 clause 1? So in this case, imprisonment up to 6 months or fine up to 10,000 rupees or both, option number B. 47. Which provision of IT Act creates an obligation on the part of the certifying authority to display of license? This option number A, section 32. 48. Which provision of the IT Act provides for surrender of the license by the certifying authority? This option number B, section 33. Then we'll deal with chapter 7, which deals with electronic signature certificates. Relevant sections are section 35 to 39. Let us see. Digital signature certificate under the IT Act is issued by this option number A, certifying authority. Question number 50. A digital signature certificate issued by a certifying authority, this option number B, can be revoked if the subscriber makes a request. Question number 51. Under section 37 of the IT Act 2000, the certifying authority can suspend the digital signature certificate if this option number C and D, the subscriber request for the same and in public interest. Question number 52. According to section 38, the grounds of revocation of digital signature certificate are option number D, all of the above. On the request of the subscriber, on the death of the subscriber, upon the dissolution of the former company if the subscriber was a juristic person. Chapter 8, duties of the subscriber. So this is section 40 to 42. 53. Under which section key pair is generated under the Act? This option number is section 40. 54. Which section of the Act provides duties of subscriber of electronic signature certificate? This option number B, section 40A. 55. When a subscriber shall be deemed to have accepted a digital signature certificate, so it is in the case of C, both A and B, when he publishes a digital signature certificate to one or more persons, when he publishes or authorizes the publication of a digital signature certificate in a repository. 56. Who has control of private key? This is option number A, the subscriber. Chapter 9. Chapter 9 deals with penalties, compensation and adjudication. Relevant sections are section 43 to 47. 57. What is the maximum limit of damages payable under section 43 of the IT Act? This option number D, no limit. Under section 43, what are the grounds to become liable for payment of compensation? So the correct option is option number D, all of the above. Let us read. charging the services availed of by a person to the account of another person by tampering with or manipulating any computer system or computer network. B, destruction, deletion or alteration of any information residing in a computer resource or diminishing its value or utility or affecting it injuriously by any means. Then C, stealing, concealing, destroying or altering or causing any person to steal, conceal, destroy or alter any computer source code used for a computer resource with an intention to cause damage. So this is option number D, all of the above. 59. Under section 43, what is the required means here to make a body corporate liable to pay compensation to the person affected? This option number is only negligence. 60. What is the maximum punishment according to section 45 of the IT Act? This option number D, none of the above. 61. Under section 46 of the IT Act, the adjudication officer, not being the competent court, has a power to adjudicate the matters of the value up to, so he has the jurisdiction to decide on the matters of value to up to 5 crore rupees. 62. What is the minimum rank to be appointed as the adjudicating officer under section 46 of the IT Act? This option number is directed to the Government of India. 63. Who appoints the adjudicating officers under section 46 of the IT Act? This option number B, the central government. Chapter 10, the appellate tribunal and the relevant sections are sections 48 to 64. 64. Appeal against the decision of controller of certifying authorities is heard by option number B, appellate tribunal. 65. According to section 57 of Information Technology Act 2000, a person aggrieved by an order made by the controller or an adjudicating officer may prefer an appeal to option number A, appellate tribunal. Then question number 66, the appeal to the cyber appellate tribunal lies from the order adjudication of option number C, both A and B. 67. What is the period within which the appeal has to be preferred to appellate tribunal after receiving the copy of the adjudication? This option number A, 45 days. 68. Which of the following statements are correct? So let us see. So the correct statements are both 1 and 2 only. Under the Information Technology Act 2000, the appellant can make a legal representation in person, and 2, the appellant can authorize one or more legal practitioners to present his case before the appellate tribunal. 69. In the cases before appellate tribunal, the appellant, this option number D, cannot authorize his relative, who is neither his officer nor a legal practitioner, to appear on his behalf. 70. Appeal against the decision of appellate tribunal under the IT Act may be filled in. This option number A, High Court. 71. Under the Information Technology Act, which of the following is true? This option number B. The controller can compound any contravention either before or after the institution of adjudication proceedings. 72. Within what period the appellate tribunal shall attempt to dispose the appeal from the date of its receipt? This option number B, 6 months. 73. Which provision of IT Act expressly bars the jurisdiction of the civil court in the matters for which an adjudicating officer has been appointed under the IT Act? So this is given under section 61. 74. A person aggrieved with the decision of the appellate tribunal may appeal to option number B, High Court. 75. Which provision of the IT Act provides for composition of the contravention of the provisions of the Act? This option number B, section 63. 76. Who has the authority to compound the contravention of the IT Act under the section 63? This option number is the controller and adjudication officer. 77. So now we'll deal with chapter 11, which deals with offenses. Relevant section is 65 to 78, and this chapter is very important. इस चैप्टर से बहुत सारे सवाल आते हैं. इसमें ज़्यादातर सवाल जो है वो ऑफेंसेस एंड पेनल्टीज पे बेस्ड है, तो इसे आप ध्यान से देखिए. 77. What is the means required to commit the offense of tampering with the computer source document as given in section 65 of the IT Act? This option number B, knowingly or intentionally. 78. What is the punishment for the offense under section 65 of the IT Act? There is actually imprisonment up to 3 years or fine up to 2 lakh rupees. 79. Section 66A of the Information Technology Act was struck down by the Supreme Court on the ground of violation of option number C, free speech and expression. 80. In which of the following judgments has the Supreme Court struck down section 66A of the Information Technology Act 2000? This option number A, Shreyas Singhal versus Union of India. 81. When somebody receives a stolen smartphone or laptop, under which provision of the IT Act he can be prosecuted? This option number is section 66B. 82. What is the act serious required for the offences under section 66B of the IT Act? This option number C, either A or B. 83. What is the punishment prescribed for the offence under section 66B of the IT Act? This is option number B. Imprisonment up to 3 years or fine up to rupees 1 lakh. 84. What does identity theft for which punishment is provided under the Information Technology Act means? It means option number B. Fraudulently, dishonestly making use of the electronic signature, password or other unique identification of the other persons. 85. If a person uses the Facebook ID of another person, under which provision of the IT Act he may be prosecuted? This is option number C, section 66C. 86. What is the necessary mens rea for the commission of offence under section 66C of the IT Act? This is actually option number fraudulently or dishonestly. 87. Which provision of the IT Act punishes the offence cheating by personation by using computer device? This is option number C, section 66D. 88. A accesses the email of B unauthorizedly by cracking password and further uses B's email to send message to B's uncle pretending that the message is sent by B request for depositing 30,000 rupees in the account number given in the email as his cash has been stolen and he has to urgently deposit the college fees. A commits contravention offence under which section of the Information Technology? This option number is section 66C and 66D. 89. Offence of violation of privacy is given under section 66E may be committed against option number C, men or women or any person. 90. Which provision of the IT Act deals with cyber terrorism? This is option number C, section 66F. 91. Which section of the IT Act 2000 proposes punishment of life imprisonment? This is option number is section 66F. 92. Which section of the IT Act deals with child pornography? This is option number D, section 67B. 93. Under section 69 of the IT Act, which authority has the power to issue directions for interception or monitoring or decryption of information? This is option number is the central government and the state government. 94. The central government is empowered under the Information Technology Act to authorize any agency to monitor the traffic data or information generated, transmitted, received or stored in any computer resource when it is satisfied that it is necessary. It is necessary when option number 1 in the interest of the sovereignty or integrity of India, defense of India, security of state, friendly relations with foreign states. Then 95. Under the Information Technology Act, protected system means, it means option number D, declared protected system by appropriate government. 96. The Information Technology Act provides that, so it provides offences other than those punishable for a term exceeding 3 years and other than those against child or women are not compoundable. Then question number 97. What are the offences that are considered as cognizable and bailable under the Information Technology Act? This is option number D. All offences are cognizable and bailable. 98. Who shall investigate any offence under Information Technology Act? This is option number B, Inspector of Police. 99. A police officer empowered to investigate cyber crime as per section 78 of the Information Technology 2000 must not be below the rank of option number C, Inspector. Then chapter 2 are intermediaries not to be liable in certain cases, section 79. Even this section is also very important. Under the Information Technology Act, so you have to choose which of the given statement are true. So in this case, the correct option is both 1 and 2. Intermediary is not liable for any third party information if its function is limited to providing access to a communication system. 2. Intermediary is not liable if it doesn't initiate the transmission, doesn't select receiver and doesn't select information. Then chapter 13, miscellaneous. So in this we will be dealing with sections 80 to 94. Information Technology Act has been given overriding effect on other laws in force except rights of any person under Copyright Act or the Patents Act. Option number A for question number 101. 102. Who of the following on acting in good faith are protected from prosecution under section 84 of the Information Technology Act 2000? This option number B, the controller. 103. Which section of the IT Act deals with the punishment for the abatement of offences under the IT Act? This option number C, section 84B. 104. Which section of the IT Act deals with the punishment for the attempt of offences under the IT Act? This is actually option number B, section 84C. Which provision deals with the offences by company? This is option number B, section 85. 106. Which authority under the IT Act has the power to make regulation? Is option number A, central government. 107. The Cyber Regulations Appellate Tribunal Rule 2000 has been passed under which section of the IT Act 2000? This is option number D, section 87. 108. Which word under section 90A of the IT Act is substituted for digital signature? This is option number E, electronic signature. 109. The police suspects Rana of aiding terrorists by arranging safe houses and finance. The police has realized that Rana has several email accounts and operates those email accounts using aliases. The police wants to access the email messages being sent and received by Rana to confirm its suspicion. Select the most appropriate method which may be used by the police to access Rana's email account. This is option number D. Detain him on charges of suspicion and ask for judicial custody from a court till the police completes its investigation and make further arrest. The police can obtain the passwords from his arrested associates. 110. Sunil is suspected of publishing false digital signature certificates. Sunil is very clever. He creates a false digital signature certificate using his home computer but sends the certificate using a public computer from a cyber cafe. Suggests a most appropriate method which the law enforcement officials may adopt to arrest Sunil. This option number B. Conduct the raid on cyber cafe and arrest him while he is mailing the false digital signature certificate. 111. Santosh has managed to obtain the password to Veena's email account. He has been regularly accessing Veena's email account and reading all her mails. Select the most appropriate answer. So he is actually liable for Santosh is liable for unauthorized access under the IT Act. 112. An officer of the company shall not be liable to punishment for contravention of any of the provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000 if he proves that option number C, the contravention took place without his knowledge or he exercised all due diligence to prevent such contravention. 113. By which act of 2000 some sections relating to forgery under the IPC were amended? This is option number A, the Information Technology Act. Then question number 114. The Information Technology Amendment Act came into force on option number B, 2009. 115. Information Technology Act 2008 has made amendments in the following sections of the IPC. So it has made amendment in section 463, section 466 and 477A of IPC. So all the section deals with forgery. 116. Publication of obscene material is punishable under both A and B, section 293 of Indian Penal Code and section 67 of Information Technology Act. 117. Hina wants to store income tax records of the last 3 years in electronic form. However, she is not sure whether it will satisfy legal requirements. Should there be a need to produce those documents at a later date before appropriate authority? Advise her by selecting the most appropriate answer. So in this case, she can store the records on any media as long as she is able to retrieve it at a later date. 118. The police has arrested Roma for publishing pornography in electronic form. Police wants to produce images recovered from Roma's website as evidence. The police, however, is not sure whether such evidence will be admissible in court. In the light of this fact, select the most appropriate answer. This is option number D. The court can admit the printouts as evidence if the police attaches a certificate saying that the requirement of admissibility of digital evidence have been fulfilled. So this is the last question of this session and I hope you all liked it. So आप हमें लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना तो बिल्कुल ना भूलें ताकि आप आपको ऐसे नए नए सेशंस की नोटिफिकेशंस मिलते रहे। और हाँ, एक और बात, काइंडली रिक्वेस्ट मत कीजिएगा कि आप फ्री में प्रोवाइड कीजिए, बिकॉज ये जितने भी मटेरियल्स है इन फ्यूचर आई विल प्रोवाइड यू ऑन ए नॉमिनल चार्ज। तो इसी बेसिस पर आपको ये परचेज करने पड़ेंगे, तो प्लीज़ किसी भी तरीके का कोई रिक्वेस्ट नहीं डालिएगा। तो इसके साथ मैं आज ये सेशन समाप्त करती हूँ। उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आएगी। So till we meet the next time, have a good bye.